Hello everyone, this is Kleri from Shadow Moon Tarot. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Astro-Tarot series. As I have said before, I am not an astrologer, but what I want to achieve with this series is to share my knowledge because I have studied astrology for quite a while, and to explain to you how I use the astrology together with tarot in my readings. I have spoken in this series about the planets before, but I wanted to do a recap and help people that are not that are new to astrology but know how to read the tarot cards, to associate the tarot cards with the planets in a way that is easy to remember. So I hope that this video will help you do that. For this video I'm going to use the Tarot Dreams by Ciro Marchetti and the original Rider-Waite-Smith. So let's start. First of all, we have the Sun. The Sun traditionally, like we know that the basic meanings are like self-confidence, is about happiness, is about success. Now, the Sun is also associated with the astrological Sun. And here you can see, in this corner you will always see the symbol, the astrological symbol. The Sun in astrology is about what we show to the world, what the others see when they see us. And for me, for me this card is also about exposure, is also about the truth coming out, and is about confidence and self-image. Then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess traditionally is about the cycles of the moon, is about patience, is about trusting our instincts, about secrets, and following our intuition. Now, in astrology, this card connects to the moon. And in astrology, the moon is about our feelings and emotions. It's about what we need to feel secure, and also our relationship with the mother. Now, in order to remember that, I want to refer to what Yov Bandov said in the Tarot of the Open reading, where he said that the High Priestess is the representation of Pope Joan, who reigned in the Middle Ages, and because at that time for a woman, like a woman wouldn't be allowed to be a pope, so she had to pretend that she was a man, and therefore we had the secrets. And when she got pregnant, she had to hide the pregnancy, and therefore we had the relation with the mother as well. Then we have the Magician. As we know, traditionally the Magician is how we use, is a card that represents how we use our tools to manifest our dreams, is how we direct our energy and how we worked in a focused way in order to achieve our goals. Now, in astrology, this card is associated with Mercury, and Mercury, or Hermes, was the messenger of the gods. So so this card is associated with how we think, how we speak, and how we communicate our goals, desires, and like our plans to the people. Now, so this is the messenger, this is the marketing person, but also the salesperson of the astrological, of the planets, but also like of the major arcana. Then we have the Empress. The Empress is the mother figure, is like about love and relationships and abundance and beauty, but it's also connected to Venus, and Venus was the female archetype. And so this card to me shows also how a female is in a relationship, or what someone wants from a female partner. It is also, to me, it shows how far we are willing to go in order to please others. And yeah, that's that. And also beauty and what we value, right? Then we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a difficult card, as we know. It's a difficult time in our life where a sudden event comes and shakes the foundation and destroys everything that is not built in solid ground, which is not necessarily bad, because sometimes it helps us realize that we are living in the clouds and bring us back to reality. Now, this card is associated with Mars. Mars was the god of war, and therefore this card shows how we argue, how we fight for our rights, how assertive we are. It's about how we direct our energy, how we keep our boundaries, and also it is about sex. And this card also is a secret representation of a sexual ejaculation, in case you didn't know that. And these were what we call the personal planets. Now we go to two planets that are a bit slower, and they are called social planets. So now we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune traditionally is about karma. What goes around comes around, is about the seasons, is about opportunities, but it is also connected to Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet that has to do with faith, with optimism, with expansion. Is kind of an is a planet that brings good luck and opportunities that help us move forward. And it is something like Santa Claus, like the guy that brings us, the presents. So this is supposed to be, it's often, like, not always, but it's often referred as a lucky card. And then we have the world. The world, as we traditionally know, is the time where we complete a circle, we get all the experience, and we are ready to move to the next stage. So in astrology, it connects to Saturn, and Saturn is the teacher and the judge of the astrological planets. It's the guy that put it to a test and will either punish us or will reward us. And this planet is the one that loves structure and boundaries and hard work. And as we can see here with the wreath or this or the circle here, it shows us the limitations, what we can and we cannot do. And then these were the social planets. Then we go to three planets that move even slower, and therefore they are called collective planets, because they don't affect us on a personal level unless they are in our degrees. And I will explain that at a later point, but just keep that in mind. So we have the Fool. The Fool, as we know, is someone who is ready to go on a journey, is carefree, ready to take a risk, and up for the adventure. Astrologically, this connects to Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of sudden change, of enlightenment, of innovation, and this is a very, very independent planet. So for me, the Fool is not only about taking chances and following a new path, but it's also about independence and sometimes unwillingness to commit, always being on the look for something new. Then we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is someone traditionally who is stuck in a situation, who may feel guilty about something, who has to make a sacrifice, but it's also about enlightenment. Now, in astrology, this corresponds to Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of vision, devotion, imagination, and is someone that tends to see things from his own perspective. Neptune is someone that quite often has a tendency to go away from reality, and so for me the Handman quite often is someone that sees things differently to everyone else, because he's kind of caught in a different reality, and quite often it speaks of addictions that keep us from moving forward. Last but not least, we have Judgment, and this is a call to follow our path, to realize a truth, and to give it a second chance. Now, astrologically, this relates to Pluto, and Pluto was the ruler of the underworld. So here we are talking about all the fears, all the traumas, everything that, all the dark secrets, everything that is hidden deep within and now comes to light, causing a huge transformation. So for me, this the Judgment card is the card of transformation, basically, and a huge change in the way we see like the world. And here I would like to close this episode. I hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you want to stay connected, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. I don't know how often I will post videos for this series, because at the moment my life is kind of chaotic, but I hope that I will post soon enough. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, much love. Bye bye.